don't think they're ready for it. I don't think they're ready. 'Cause I've been working steady for it. I've been working steady. Woo! New low weigh-in. What's up, guys? So back here with another commentary. I'm going to take you guys through my back and bicep workout. So quite a few different exercises this time around. Getting back into heavier weights again this week. So this was started off with deadlifts, 4 sets of 3 at 380. And I was getting a lot of questions about how to strengthen your deadlift and how to lift more with it. And one of the key things that I've changed recently over the past few months that's really driven my strength up with the deadlift is just starting with my hips up a bit higher. It just really allows me to activate more hamstrings and glutes, and it's not so much emphasis on the quads, because before I used to squat down really, really low and try and pull all the way from the bottom. So by bringing the hips up higher and activating more of the hamstrings, that's something that has really, really helped my deadlift strength. The next exercise we did moved on to bent over barbell rows. These were 3 sets of 5 at 200. So again, keeping it quite heavy for these first 2 kind of compound movements. And in the first set, I was a bit more traditional in my form for the bent over rows. And then these last 2 sets, I really bent my upper body over more, tried to keep it pretty much parallel with the ground at 90 degrees. Just allows me to hit more of the kind of mid to upper lats. The next was a seated row machine. So this is the Hammer Strength MTS machine, just rowing to the hip. This was, I believe, 3 sets of 10, 3 sets of 8 to 10, and really just focusing on the contraction in the lats and the mid-back, pulling to the hip and pulling with the elbows, retracting the shoulder blades, and just squeezing everything as I pull back to the hips. The last back movement, then we moved on to wide grip lat pull downs, and again these were 3 sets of 10. And if you notice my hands, I have my thumbs kind of over hooked or over gripped on the grip there. I just find with that I can really pull and squeeze with the lats a lot more. Again, leading with the elbows, pinching the shoulder blades back, and kind of driving my elbows down into my ribs. After the lat pull downs, we moved on to biceps. So the next exercise was preacher curls, so barbell preacher curls. This was, I believe, 4 sets of 8, and pyramiding up into a heavy set. So I started at 80 pounds, and I believe I finished off at 90. I believe I finished at 100. I think I did 2 sets at 100 for my last 2 sets of 8. And again, with these, just really focusing on getting the full stretch in the bicep, and then squeezing the bicep as hard as I can at the top, slowly lowering the weight back down. And these just really, really help to get a good pump and really work those fibers. Next exercise was 21s with the easy curl bar. So for the first set, I did 7 half reps from the bottom, and then 7 half reps from the top, and then finished off with 7 full reps, so going through the full range of motion. These just really, really hit all the fibers in the biceps, really get the blood flow in there. You get a crazy pump, and just works all the weak points and the full range of motion as well, doing the 21s. So the first, and then I supersetted this with seated calf raises, just because I was running out of time And I find if I can superset muscle groups that don't really affect one another, I can just kind of speed things up that way. So then I moved on to seated calf raise. Those were 3 sets of 10. And then you'll notice for my second set of the 21s, I started from the top and did 7 half reps from the top, and then did 7 half reps from the bottom, and finished up with 7 full range of motion reps. I just wanted to kind of vary it up, just because the partial ranges, the different partial ranges through the range of motion, emphasize basically different fibers in the biceps, and it can just help with working through those sticking points and any weak points in the lift itself. Generally for barbell or dumbbell movements, the bottom half of the curl is where the biceps are engaged the most, and then the top half, it kind of gets a little bit easier, just because you're past that curve. And then finished up with 1 more set of calf raises, and that was it for back and buys. What's up, YouTube? It is Thursday morning, and just getting my 400 calorie miss cardio in. And so yesterday on Wednesday, midway through the week, I hit a new low weigh-in. It's 196.0. So that's the lowest I've been yet, which that's pretty exciting. Today I was back at 198, but I'm thinking the average for the week will be either about the same as last week or down a little bit. Now this is the last week of maintenance. Coming this Saturday, I will have 10 weeks until the show. So this is the last week of maintenance macros. Send in the updates tomorrow, so I'm assuming we're going to be cutting things down quite a bit. But I still have quite a lot of room in my carbs and my fats. But my carbs right now are at 275 grams, and my fats are still at 60 grams. So a lot of room to play with and drop things out in order to really bring that conditioning in. Still have about 11-12 pounds to drop, and so these next, I think the plan is for the next 8 weeks to do more of an aggressive cut, and then 2 weeks reverse diet into the show, so that I'm filled out and I'm nice and full and not flat and depleted. But main concern right now is just going to be getting that conditioning on point, getting under the weight requirement, and figuring out the posing routine. So going to be doing a lot more posing videos and like practice posing videos and stuff like that over these next coming weeks. Really over this week and next week, I want to completely get my posing routine figured out and down pat, know which poses I want to do and when, sort of thing. And then for the next 8 weeks, it'll just be going over everything, rehearsing it, making it more fluid, and just tying everything together a lot better. So yeah, I'm about halfway through my 400 calorie miss right now. So I don't know if you guys can see it, but yeah, 191 calories so far. So about halfway through. It's been about 22 minutes. So yeah, it should take me about 46 minutes. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. Updates go in tomorrow, so I'll likely check back in with you guys then and just let you know what the plan is going to be for this coming week. But yeah, looking forward to it. Really excited to see I've been still hitting low weigh-ins with my macros up at this maintenance level. 275 carb, 225 protein, 60 fat, so lots of room to work with. And yeah, so
I will check in with you guys again later. Thank you guys for watching. Peace. All right, just finished 400 cows. So it took just under 45 minutes. You can see, for some reason, this machine counts backwards down. So when you see it showing 15 minutes there, that means it starts at an hour and then it counts down to 0. So it's been 45 minutes now. Just finished up and gonna go have my breakfast now and just get started on the day. So peace.